Anthropic just raised $65 billion. OpenAI got dethroned as the most valuable private AI company, and Elon Musk is publicly contradicting his own company's SEC filing. That and more in today's tech episode of Blasphemy News. Let's get right into it. Anthropic just closed a $65 billion funding round, which puts its valuation at $965 billion. That's almost $1 trillion. That's insane. For context, 3 months ago, they were valued at $380 billion. That's not growth. That's just like a whole different category of thing. Samsung, SK Hynix, Blackstone, Fidelity, the whole gang showed up. They all wanted a piece of the Anthropic pie. And this is probably their last private raise before an IPO, which means regular people will eventually get to buy a piece of this. Whether that's a good idea is a whole other conversation. In Elon Musk news, because he's always on some shit, he went online and contradicted the SpaceX SEC filing, a legal document his own company filed, that described a $1.25 billion per month compute deal with Anthropic running through 2029. Basically, Anthropic is renting compute from SpaceX because they kind of ran out of it. That's like $15 billion over 3 years going from SpaceX to Anthropic. Back to Anthropic, the same day as the fundraise, Anthropic shipped Claude Opus 4.8 with something called dynamic workflows, basically a multi-agent coordination for big jobs like code migrations where you need a bunch of AI processes running in parallel. Bridgewater Associates, the massive hedge fund, was testing it and noted it proactively flags its own mistakes. I feel like the margins of upgrades from model to model kind of seem anticlimactic nowadays because the models have just gotten so good, but like we're still, believe it or not, in the incubation stage of AI, which is a whole other story of the regulations that need to be placed on this technology and where the US is just like so behind on that. But still, just like the concept of how coding has been essentially solved since like Opus 4.5 is still insane to me. Anyways, last story, a company called OpenRouter just raised $113 million at a $1.3 billion valuation. They don't build AI, they route traffic between AI models. 25 trillion tokens a week flowing through their infrastructure. Their entire bet is that no single model wins, so the thing that connects everything becomes a valuable piece. Kind of like they're building the highway while everybody argues which car is the fastest or the coolest. And investors clearly think that's worth over $1 billion, so they're in agreement with them. That's it for today's tech news, and as always, thank you for watching.